Good morning, everyone. Amy here. Happy Sunday. I hope you are having a great start to your day. I'm a little late in getting this video put together here, but welcome back to my weekly series entitled Candlelight Chronicles, where I take you through my home and show you what I've been burning this past week in different areas of my house. So right now we're in the kitchen. At the kitchen table, I have Cider Lane going from Bath & Body Works. I recently just uploaded a dedicated review on this candle, and I'm really enjoying this one. It's burning very well, no issues at all, and it's been one of my favorites this week for sure. I did happen to run into it yesterday in store. I think there was probably about 5 of them at a different store. My daughter has transferred to a new Bath & Body Works location closer to college. So we went in yesterday to take advantage of the $5.95 sale, and I saw about 4 or 5 Cider Lanes on the shelf. So I was a little surprised, and she said that sometimes happens if there's people who return them. She wasn't sure, but that was a bit of a surprise there. So I have Cider Lane going here on my kitchen table. Yeah, this is definitely like an 8 out of 10, a very solid caramel apple with a bit of tartness from the Granny Smith apple versus sweetness, but really enjoying this one. And definitely check out my dedicated review if you haven't yet. Next we'll move on to what I'm pairing it with currently over in my Hurricane next to my work desk. Okay, so here next to my work desk, I also just did a dedicated review on this candle. This is Homeworks Caramel Apple. So this is another wonderful caramel apple fragrance. This one is more of a red, delicious apple that is missing the sweetness, or the tartness, I should say, and I like this one. I actually think that this one is a little more up my alley just because of how well everything's rounded out together, and I really like the way that Harry does caramel scents. They're not cloying, they're not overwhelming, or, you know, they're very, very authentic in nature, and it's just a really well done candle. I did mention in my review that it did have wick issues initially, but it corrected itself once I took out a bit of wax, not too much, thankfully. And I think I'm probably down to my final burn on this one here. It's getting down to the end a bit. This one and another one you'll see in a minute from Homeworks, I did have some wicks that kind of leaned and moved around, and I kind of had to keep moving around the jar. I don't know if that's this one here from being in a hurricane. The other one was not in a hurricane, so I'm not sure what's going on, but the wicks definitely did start leaning and moving around, which has happened to me a time or two with these candles, but still performing very well. And yeah, really enjoying this one as well alongside Cider Lane. So let's move on to my coffee bar and see what I have going on over there. Okay, here at my coffee bar here in my kitchen is a new fragrance that just arrived at my door the other day. This is Homeworks Chai Pumpkin Latte. This was one, if you took advantage of the Christmas in July on QVC and you set up for auto delivery, this is one that auto shipped here in the month of August. And I have not yet lit this, but I can tell you guys, I feel like I'm really gonna like this one. This has scent notes of chai tea, spiced pumpkin cream, vanilla bean, and raw cane sugar. So this one, when I'm smelling it on cold, is a very creamy pumpkin fragrance without too much spice. It's interesting because the chai is very subtle. And honestly, I'm just picking up on a very creamy pumpkin fragrance. I can see this pairing very well with my Caramel Sundays cashmere pumpkin candle that I have about half left of. So I really want to start burning this. I'll probably light this up later today or this evening because I want to get a good feel for this one. This is a pumpkin fragrance that I don't feel like I'm going to have issues burning while it's still warm out. It's not overly spicy. So yeah, I'm excited to try that one out. It's definitely a very creamy pumpkin fragrance. So I'm glad I set up the auto delivery and got this one. I was a little concerned because I don't always love latte fragrances. I don't, it's not coffee latte, it's a chai tea. So there's no coffee in this at all. If you were wondering, this is not a coffee fragrance. It's strictly just a little bit of that chai spice and mostly creamy pumpkin scent that I'm getting on cold. But I'll keep you updated as I burn that one. And yeah, so excited for that one. That one's here on my coffee bar. And now let's move into my living room area. All right, guys, back here in my living room on my fireplace mantle, I have Slatkins or Homeworks. I never know what to refer to them anymore as black pumpkin woods up here in their beautiful glass jar. This is a 3-wick candle. I have burned this a few times. I have to tell you guys, I don't love this fragrance. To my nose, it has almost like a black licorice note to it that I don't care for. I actually really like the taste of black licorice, but I don't like the fragrance. So I've burned that a couple times. I'm not sure if I'm gonna continue burning it. It's really unfortunate because I absolutely love the jar and I think it's so beautiful. I may end up decluttering this one. There's something off-putting about it. I'm not enjoying it, and I'm not gonna force burns on things that I don't genuinely enjoy in my home. I'm a little disappointed. I feel like this got a lot of hype and a lot of positive talk, so I think it's just one that's not for me. I don't know if it's the charred wood aspect. Whatever they're calling a black pumpkin comes across as black licorice to me. So I don't know if anybody else has received this fragrance in either the 4-wick or in this vessel, but let me know what you think. I did watch Drew's first sniff impression of his Slatkin haul, and he kind of said he smelled something off-putting in this one as well. So I don't think I'm alone in that, but I'm not sure if it's what it is in this scent, but definitely not something I'm loving at all. But yeah, that is what I have test burned up here, and I think I am going to declutter that one. I don't feel like I have enough declutters to start like a declutter series, but I think I'll probably mention them here in my Candlelight Chronicles, anything that I have burned during the week that I'm not enjoying and feel like I'm gonna remove from my collection. So yeah, that one is it's not a win for me. But next, let's move on to my coffee table and see what's going on over there. Okay, you guys, here we are at my coffee table. This has probably been my favorite burn of the week. This is Kringle's Boo Hoo candle from the Boo Crew collection. I just uploaded my dedicated review on this one, and I absolutely adore this fragrance. This is the most beautiful Tonka candle, honestly, that I've ever smelled. I don't think I've ever had a Tonka candle. If it is, like, if I ever have had a candle that has Tonka in it, it's definitely paired with something else that tends to take over. This candle to me smells like a beautiful creamy velvety Tonka fragrance. Nothing else really to it. It's simple, it's straightforward. It's not over, like the spices that are in here and listed in this candle. I believe there was cardamom, and some other spice notes. I feel like that just adds the warmth to this candle, but it doesn't come across as a spicy candle. It's just very warm, creamy, velvety Tonka fragrance. So I couldn't give this more love. I really love this one. This is definitely in first place in the Boo Crew collection that I've burned. I have yet to burn Little Devil, but just knowing me and my scent preferences, I believe this one will probably stay in first place. Pumpkin is not my favorite fragrance. During even the fall months, I would actually say that I tend to like apple maybe a little more, or something that's more just like this, that's more just straightforward spice. Like pumpkin does not need to be in there. I love bonfire. I love marshmallow fragrances. I'm coming to realize I love marshmallow fragrances in body care and in my home very, very much. I feel like marshmallow is the type of sweet that I want in my life. So please, all candle companies, bring us some marshmallow, like really good marshmallow scents, because that seems to be where it's at for me. But yeah, this one is a fantastic one. I've been enjoying. I think I'm about halfway through this one. And if they do bring out more of this collection, I will get this one again. So let's move on to the next area in this portion of my house. I have a long table underneath my TV where I burn a couple of candles. So let's move on to that area. All right, you guys, here I am burning Scarlet Woods. Move this slightly this way and down. Scarlet Woods from Homeworks. I just did a dedicated review of this one as well. I am down to probably my last couple of burns on this one, and it will end up in the empties for this month. This one I had no issues with until, I would say, I mean, I'm not even gonna say it's an issue, it's just kind of an oddness, and I'll let you look how my wicks are they're kind of leaning funny, kind of getting close together, but it hasn't affected the burn in any way. It's just one of those things with Harry's wicks that's like tend to happen. But this candle fragrance is so nice. It is, I feel like it's got to have some sort of fruit notes in it. If you caught my dedicated review, there's definitely like a dark fruit note in this, even though it's not listed. It just comes across as like a deep, rich plum maybe, with the woods. The wood is very prominent in this. The label, look at how beautiful it is as it gets down there and it just glows. This is something I will repurchase every fall. I did purchase two, so I have another one upstairs on my shelf that I'll probably save for more in the winter season. I like to burn this during, you know, December and January as well. But yeah, this is a huge thumbs up for me. I know that there is a sale on Homeworks this weekend, so please take advantage. Grab this candle because it's definitely a beautiful fragrance. Also on this table, I'm just gonna move you guys. I have in this hurricane here, I've had some people ask about my hurricanes. Unfortunately, I don't think this hurricane is still available, but check in stores. If you live somewhere where there is a Kirkland's, that is where I got this hurricane, and I got it for so cheap, you guys. Their hurricanes and decor are very affordable, but look very Pottery Barn-ish, and they always have sales and coupons. So I got this hurricane at Kirkland's. However, I looked on the website because someone was asking me about it, and I don't see it on website, but I feel like I've seen it in store very recently. So check it out. I want to say it was less than $20. Maybe it was like $25. So, but anyways, I have Bourbon Bonfire here from Kringle, and I have yet to do a dedicated review on this one, and I probably will, beginning of this upcoming week. But I am more than halfway through this candle. Look at how clean this is. There's zero soot in that candle. This is a bona fide bonfire fragrance. It's not overly boozy. That bourbon does not, you know, overtake in any way. This is just a straight up bonfire scent to my nose, and I love myself a bonfire candle. This is great for pairing with other fragrances. I actually, when I have my Boohoo going, I will also burn this one. Yeah, this one is just, it'll be a repurchase for me, but I think I'm gonna get it in the 4-wick. Not that it's not filling up the space, and it is very detectable even in this open concept, but I love that vessel. I love the look of the 4-wick, especially to put in the middle of my coffee table. So yeah, this one also is another thumbs up for me. I just think it's a very well done bonfire fragrance. If you like something that's smoky and woody, this is it for sure. So that's what I have going on here, and let's move into my powder room downstairs. All right, you guys, we are in my powder room. I thought I would leave the light off because this kind of is giving a really cool vibe and ambiance to see this candle burning in the dark. This is Ghost Stories from Kringle in the Buku Crew collection. I do have a dedicated review on my channel if you want to check out my full detailed thoughts on this candle. This scent is the most detectable in this smaller space, so that's why it is going to be living out the rest of its life in here. I don't dislike this fragrance at all. It's actually really nice. It has a woodsiness to it. I don't get like a campfire feel from this. I don't get like a fireplace feel from this. There's something, like I've said before, there's something slightly green in this, perfumey. It's very much like Replicas by the Fireplace perfume. If you have gotten your nose on that, that's what this candle is. It's just very light. And so when I am burning it in here though, you can definitely smell it. So that's why I'm gonna keep it in here. And I actually am really enjoying it in here. So this is where I am going to be burning Ghost Stories, and I've got about half of it left. Yeah, and it's a nice fragrance. I really love the label. It's super cute. And yes, I am burning some Halloween now. I feel like I have so many Halloween candles that I'm gonna have to burn a couple of them now because I'll never get to them, or I'll just save the rest for next year possibly. So yep, got Ghost Stories going in here, and now let's move up into my master bedroom. All right, you guys, here we are in my master bedroom. I just lit this up, but this is Bath & Body Works Pumpkin Apple. Now, I have been burning it here in this Hurricane. This one is also from Kirkland's, this Hurricane here. But I pulled it out because I wanted to show how pretty this label was, and it actually looks really pretty in my bedroom. My bedroom is very pink and feminine, so this label looks so pretty in here. I put it in the Hurricane though, just to protect it from any air conditioning flow and kind of keep it out of any drafts. But I love Pumpkin Apple. It's one of the fragrances that Bath & Body, like one of the apple fragrances that Bath & Body Works does really well, that doesn't smell super burnt smelling, or like, I don't know, it's just, it doesn't smell synthetic. I feel like it's done really well. So yeah, I've got this beautiful pumpkin apple going up here. No issues at all with the burn or the wicks on this one. It's just a strong scent. I would give this like a 9 out of 10 in terms of strength and throw. It's very, very strong, comes out into like it goes downstairs too as it's burning. So this is definitely a great fall apple fragrance from Bath & Body Works. Really love this one. And I really love this label. So yeah, this is what I've been burning up here this week. The other one I have here in my bedroom, it's not one I would typically burn in a bedroom, but I just wanted to really test it out in this more smaller confined space. So let's show you what that one is. Okay, you guys, so the other one that I have test burned, I think I've only lit it up once. This is Dark Harvest from Homeworks. On cold, I really was excited about this fragrance. I really loved the way it smelled. The fragrance notes on this one are midnight blackberry, glowing amber, and crushed cardamom and musk. So there's no pumpkin in this fragrance. You would think from the label that there is, but there is not. This label is really pretty though. I think I'm gonna be moving this downstairs after test burning it. I just wanted to get a good feel for the strength and throw in this smaller confined space, but I have no worries that this is going to do really well downstairs in my open concept. This is a beautiful fragrance. I love this candle, and it is so well done. It's very much a deep cardamom fragrance. So this is not, I don't know, if you know what cardamom is, you will understand what I'm saying here. The cardamom and the amber in this candle are beautiful. That is what I pick up on. I don't get the plum so much when this is burning. No, this is just a fall cardamom and amber fragrance. I'm smelling the lid right now, and oh, it is so good. It's rich, it's deep, and it's dark. So that darkness, that this makes perfect sense. Like, this name encompasses the feel and the smell that this candle puts off. So if you're wanting something that's dark, that's rich, it's got spice notes, but not in a cinnamon spice way. It's just a complexity. It is so good. So you guys definitely try this out. This almost has like, okay, so this almost has like a fall hayride kind of feel to it. Like you're at the pumpkin patch, right? It's nighttime. There's bonfires throughout the pumpkin patch. You're going on a hayride. That's kind of what this reminds me of. So I would definitely check this one out. I am excited to continue burning this through September. I will probably have to get another one. I really like this one. I feel like I took a step back from Homeworks for a while because I couldn't find them in stores any longer. But after doing this recent haul, aside from the Black Pumpkin Woods, I'm loving everything, and it's just rekindling my love for Homeworks candles. So I may have to do another purchase here this weekend during the 30% off sale. Check out my description box below for any discount codes, you guys, but I think this weekend with the sales, you're better off probably just going with the sale prices, and my code won't work. But if you do use my like affiliate link to link you into the website, just be aware that that is a commissionable link. So I do have the opportunity to earn a small commission should you use the link. But that's it, you guys. I'm gonna go check out Slatkin's website again to see if there's anything there that I want to grab before the sale is over for the Labor Day weekend. But thanks for joining me this weekend. I hope you are having a nice long weekend, and I will talk with you later. Thanks. Bye-bye.